Quick video because I'm getting the hang. Well, I want to share my process now that we have some conflicts and some GitHub issues to solve. So I'm gonna go through merging Anshul's branch and GitHub right now, and we're gonna take less than 15 minutes because that's just how I do this. So uh, here's the process. Here's what's happened. Anshul has requested a PR in GitHub. I'm going to go in. I'm going to look at the code. I'm going to figure out where the conflicts are, what the differences are, and make any edits in GitHub because I don't have PR management set up in VS Code. I believe there's an extension to do this in VS Code, but I'm now seeing that I like the process of showing these two windows. So let me just get right into it. Let me actually do this stuff. How about that? Okay, so we're gonna shrink that down. We're gonna show this. I'm gonna push this to the side. We're gonna do the sharing thing. I'm gonna put that up way up there so it looks like we're part of this. So I'm in GitHub already. Over here, you can see I'm in GitHub. I'm looking at the conflict. So there's one conflict. So if you joined us for a huddle a week or two or 3 weeks ago, you kind of saw Amog going through this with me. So here's our code. This is our custom blocks code in GitHub. I have opened the main branch. So I have the main branch open right here so I can see the changes. So I'm looking at just like a side by side. And I might go back and dig into setting up an extension to do this. You can see I don't even, I'm using straight Git out of installing it instead of GitHub extensions. The only GitHub extensions I have are Copilot in here, but there is a GitHub extension for this pull request right there. I believe this will let me do what I'm doing right now in reviewing PRs from within VS Code. I'm not doing that yet. I might set that up. Review and manage your GitHub pull requests and issues directly on GitHub. Yeah. So since I don't have that set up, I'm just going to stare at, no, go back, the custom blocks page in here. We're going to close this just to make this life easier on us. So first I'm going to zoom down to the actual conflict. We could probably just do this. No? Navigation not going to let me do that? Okay, that's fine. We'll scroll down until we find it. So here's Anshul's branch starts at line 742. So I'm going to go down to 742. You can see the code was this delay block at the end of the string section. So we matched it right here, this code block at the end of the string section. And then our next code block is not delay, it is long comment. So Anshul has inserted a bunch of read digital pin, read analog pin, a bunch of Arduino blocks, super, and I'm scrolling, do not suspend pin, okay. And then this is the end, right here, this is the end of Anshul's commit his PR to this, but there's this weird like repeat forever block, or what looks like the start of it. So over here in GitHub, I just wanted to find repeat, and it looks like somehow these two lines got snipped in right there, so you can see both of them. So when I do this, when I do this merge right now, I'm going to actually edit and take out all of that. Right there, because we want back to line 7. Yeah, we want to leave the long comment in, the long comment block in, which is long comment block right there. So what I want to do first, we're going to delete this line here. We're going to delete those lines right there. Cool. I'm going to go back up to the top here. We can remove Anshul's branch line, the delimiter, the change. What I'm going to do is, I saw in here, where did it go? We're going to go look at the real code. Okay, so I really like this comment right here. So we're going to add that comment. Space, a bunch of dots. Start Arduino blocks. I just want to make it look the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks good enough. Cool. We're gonna scroll down till we get to the end here, and I'm gonna add the same comment line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. End Arduino blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. All right, so that will solve all the conflicts for this branch, or for this file, for that. Cool. Now we're going to go to the HTML file. I'm going to look at the same thing. And we're going down to line 250. So we're in the default toolbox where Anshul has added the blocks in here. And we can find Anshul's branch starts on line 252. That doesn't match up exactly to what I have here. So let's just scroll down and look at the end here. Custom version of default blocks. Custom version of default blocks. So we have part of the sprite info. We've clipped off some of the sprite info, and this might be GitHub or Git doing this. I'm not saying that we're not doing crazy stuff, but all of this looks like it's in there. Interesting. Oh, okay. So this is the original. This is the original code from right there. So from position. That is weird. Angle. Size. Position. Right there. Okay, position. I don't see the position tag. Oh, right here. Duh. It's up to 239 though, huh? So it kind of says that that's up there. M event. Yeah, okay. So the line numbers are a little off. In here. Category name, motion, color. So we have added. We haven't really added anything. We haven't really changed anything. Block type, motion, move right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm looking for Arduino. We've kind of commented out some blocks. I mentioned that last week. Operators. I don't see any other changes. There's only one conflict. So this is the one spot. And I think this is where things maybe Anshul and I were chatting and trying to figure out where the styling went wrong. So we look at this. Block type, motion, move right. True, value steps. I don't see this block type anywhere else in. Oh, okay, right here. Let's go ahead because this is the XML and we're going to ditch it anyway. We're moving to the JSON object. I am going to insert this and leave it as is. So basically, it looks like Anshul added this portion to the block type, and then kept going with position right here. So you can see ahead of this, it looks like Anshul added this section of block type sets, which is consistent with what we were doing down here. You can see we've added for other areas block types. Oh, but wait, is that a duplicate? Is this all duplicates? In the same category? I can't. This is the problem with this side. Is I can't shrink. I can't like shrink blocks down like that. So it's harder to read. Motion move right. Motion move right here. Do we have a motion move right anywhere else? There's only one of one. And over here, we have it twice. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're going to leave this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, do we have a I want to look for this line right here. Do we have that in here somewhere? Okay, we do. Sprite info right there. So that's line 314 right after rotation and right after position. Okay. All right, so we're gonna remove this line. We're gonna remove this line, add a space. That's fine. And we're gonna remove this line. And we're gonna mark this as resolved, which should give us a new toolbox. Ta-da! Okay, so now we can go back and merge this branch into the main. So now I'm allowed to merge. Let's just blow this up now, and look at the rest of this. So that's what happened. Anshul commented, "Thank you for commenting. Converted XML to JSON." So there's a JSON section now, and added pins for our Arduino. And you can see everything that Anshul has done. You can see me merging this branch. We're gonna squash and merge. Ta-da! Okay, there it is. So now if we wander over to Slack, we will see, here we go. That just happened this morning. Cool. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, and we're under my 15-minute mark. We're at 14 minutes here. So if you've been hanging around, if you've been following along, that's how I will probably set up some PR management in VS Code, but that's what I'm doing now. I realized that it's too hard to look at the way that GitHub presents it. It's much easier to look at it if you have the side by side. If you're managing PRs and commits and things like that to merge into main. If you are pushing to main, we don't have the ability to look at your code or fix your code or approve your code or comment on your code, which is something we did this summer, which having everybody create their own branch. That way we can do this and give you some feedback, try to figure out what problems might be arising from your code, especially as we're all writing into the same place. So I will help everybody else who hasn't figured that out yet sometime this week or whenever we can connect. But yeah, so that was the productive process. And now I think I'm done. I want to end stream so I can post this in our Slack and let you all figure this out on your own time.